I single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
Unlicensed
Therapy with Ari Manis.
Did we have enough pre-ramble and talk? Is our chemistry gonna be okay?
I think it'll be what it normally is, which is good. You and I.
I haven't seen you in years. I don't even remember our chemistry.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. I don't even remember what it was at its peak.
Honestly, I think I remember when I would show up to open mics and at the Comedy Store potluck, you'd be the person I would gravitate towards.
That's very nice.
I would always talk to you.
Because I have sweet eyes?
You just had very kind eyes, and you were willing to speak to
Because I'm dead
anybody.
inside?
You know, you're not, though. You're very nice.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You could be dead inside and nice, I think.
That's true. That is actually the combination of what you are. That is your smoothie of a personality.
Smoothie of... Yeah, I think when I met you, you were going through heartache, and I related with you there. I think that's what it was.
Probably like 24.
Because, I've been there. Yeah. Yeah, you were upset about it. Or no, you were breaking up with a girl.
Oh, then that was 23.
You were breaking up with a girl.
Yeah.
And you were still upset about it because you didn't want to hurt. You're such a nice guy. You didn't want to hurt her feelings.
Yeah. Oh man. That was a long time ago. But that was like 2013.
Yeah.
Remember that? I was with a girl for 4.5 years, all through college.
Yeah, it was that girl.
And I just
And you were at the point where you're like, I need to shake things up.
I did.
This isn't. I don't have my heart's not in it anymore.
Heart's not in it. I wasn't meant to be in a relationship at that age. I shouldn't have,
Do you still talk to her?
Not anymore. No, we don't speak anymore. We were friends for a bit, and then
she just couldn't handle. Neither
then
of you.
I got a new girlfriend. She was more upset than I thought she would be about that because I assumed we were friends because 5 years had passed. And
5 years? And she still got upset?
And she still got upset, so I was like, well, maybe it's for the best. Maybe we'll reconnect down the road.
That's a long time to wait to get a new girlfriend.
She'll be furious with me if she
You waited 5 years to get a new girlfriend?
Yeah. Is that a good chunk of time?
I'd say... That seems healthy.
Yeah, that was a healthy amount of time. And in my mind, I'm like, 10 would have been good.
I think we both moved on. It's been 5 years. Nope, just you had moved on.
I had moved on. I really wanted to, I really wanted to be single and experience that. And
I kind of understand why she was mad, though. I was a little mad when I found out you had a girlfriend, too.
You were pissed.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I was like,
you felt deceived.
I was just like, he should be mine.
Well, I'm here. You got me in your garage.
Yeah, but I mean sexually, you should be mine, and physically and mentally.
You could chain me up in here and just feed me occasionally.
Yeah, once a day.
I feel like that's kind of what's happening here.
What else?
This isn't for a podcast. You tell me the truth.
Well, it's for a podcast, but you know what I've realized too? Lately, it's been, as much as I like doing the podcast, it's more to just catch up with old friends and meet new people.
This is how you catch up?
Yeah, because it's like, when would we have hung out for an hour?
It's true.
Yeah, maybe we could schedule a lunch or something.
Yeah. If you tell me there's a microphone and at least 10 people are listening, I'm like, okay, what time?
Hopefully 10 people are listening. It might be 9 or 10.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, so
guys?
I've been using it to catch up with,
what are you doing?
with John. And then because I have this new booker, Marco Polo, who lives in his car, I've also been meeting new people.
Professional. You could not tell that he was working out of his car.
He's been great. Yeah, because I mean, it's these days you could do this job from a phone, which is what he does.
Where does
he park his car?
Yeah.
I think he parks it around the city depending on where his Lyft drops him off at the end of the night. He's a Lyft driver. So it depends on where he finishes his shift.
Living in the car that he's picking up people in.
That's correct.
Does it stink?
Surprisingly, no. He gave me a ride to the airport one time.
And it doesn't
I didn't notice. I wouldn't have known. I think he keeps it, he's a minimalist. He has not a lot of stuff, and he keeps it in the trunk of his car.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Does he plan on moving into a place at some point?
I
or he
talked to
likes
him about it. So he's been living in the car for 2 years. He sleeps in the back seat. Not even an SUV, by the way. Not even like he can't even fully lay down. But he's been doing it 2 years that now he says he refuses to pay rent. He's just too used to free rent. He said even if he could get a good deal on a place, he would continue to live in his car.
Well, good for Marco Polo.
Might be some mental
illness. Has he
illness
had
there.
any issue with cops?
No. He says he sleeps in the back car. If they say anything, he says, which they haven't yet, but he said his excuse will be,
I just needed a nap.
yeah, I needed a nap. I was tired from driving.
Yeah, right. Wow, that's wild.
How much
That's just
would you have to be paid to live in the back of your car?
it would have to be a high amount of,
Okay, let's say 1 year. There's 1 year. You, John, have to live in the back of your car. Would you do it for $50,000?
No.
100.
No.
100K.
$200,000.
200,000. You'd live in the back of the car. 200K cash, tax free. No agents, no managers take any cut. Just 200K cash.
God, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it right now.
This is real. I want that. This
That's
is a
just
real
because, that's
thing.
just because it's a little slow right now. So I'm like, I could.
Slow, aren't you on a show right now?
No, the show already came out a year ago, and now I'm like, I spent that money, so I'm like, I could use 200K.
But is it going?
200K does go quick.
Is it going another season?
It was a mini series.
It's over.
It's over. Yeah.
The George Clooney show.
It was 6 episodes, and that's it.
That show's done?
If that was did you not want me on the show anymore? You thought you had a guy on a...
I thought I had a reoccurring TV star on the show.
Then I wouldn't have the time to come to your garage,
I guess you're right.
you know?
Okay, so it's so it's over. The Hulu show is done.
Yeah.
200K to live in a car. Real.
Let's
It's real.
make it 350.
350 and you're in for sure. 350 and you'll sign it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Let's take all the money out of it. You're not getting paid anything to live in the back of the car, but this is a thing where you have to study for a role. You're playing Marco Polo in a new upcoming feature.
Not Marco Polo the Explorer. Marco Polo...
The guy who books the podcast. You're playing...
They're doing a biopic.
Yeah,
about
you're doing a biopic.
The booker of your podcast.
You have to get into the character, and that's what the director of the movie is Clint Eastwood.
Wow.
And that's what he wants from his lead.
Yeah.
For you to get into it. So you have to live in the back of the car
then yes.
for a year, and you don't get paid anything for it, but you get the role.
Oh, real? I'm not getting paid for
I mean,
the
you'll
role?
get paid for the role, but you won't get paid extra for living in the car.
Yeah, I would do that. I would do the actor thing.
Have you ever done
Sure.
anything like that for a role? Where you go, live that life?
No, not
Not
quite
yet?
to that extent.
Not to that extent,
I've
but
listened
anything.
I've done research and
You've Googled things.
I've Googled things. I've
You've watched YouTube videos on a
watched
subject.
YouTube videos on a subject.
But okay, for example,
I make playlists for myself. you
okay,
know,
for
like-
example, in the Hulu miniseries starring
Yeah.
you and George Clooney,
Yeah,
you played a military soldier,
I put a pilot
a pilot. In what branch was it?
of a B-25.
What branch of the military was
in
it?
the Air Force.
In the Air Force. You played an Air Force pilot.
Yeah.
Very noble job, very awesome.
Yeah.
Desired by many young males and children.
Oh,
job.
the
job.
I thought you meant being a pilot in the Air
Probably
Force,
that too.
desired by many young males.
Yeah, that could be a true
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And females.
Sure.
But the career of being a Air Force pilot, I think probably every child has gone through a phase where like,
Top
I want to be a
Gun.
pilot.
You watch Top Gun.
Yeah,
you're
Tom
like,
Cruise's
I wanna
Top
be
Gun,
a
which they're
goose.
bringing back, by the way.
Oh, I know. I
hope-
auditioned for it.
You didn't get it?
I'm
or-
in your garage. Did I get it?
Or you're not allowed to talk about it?
I didn't
Did-
get it. I didn't.
You
get it.
didn't get it.
I didn't get it. No.
Did you
My
audition?
buddy got the part I auditioned for. Actually, my good friend.
Well, that's bullshit.
It
But,
was
I didn't even
so
get an audition, and I think that's bullshit
That is
because
bullshit.
I was born to be in Top Gun. It's one of my longtime favorite movies. People say I look like Tom Cruise all the time.
Yeah.
No, well,
I
I
see
say
it.
that.
I
about
thought you were
myself.
Tom Cruise. That's why I came in here. I thought this was a Scientology meeting.
what was I getting at? Oh, so you played a pilot. Did you do any sort of? Did you meet with a pilot for a day? Did you?
I did. I
in
actually
the
went.
cockpit?
I went to the Chino Air Force Museum before I went, and
Okay.
I went to look at a B-25. And when I got there, the guys were like, "You know, this plane is going over to Italy to shoot this George Clooney show," and I'm like, "That's
That's why I'm here.
why I'm here."
Yeah.
So I ended up meeting the guys that were flying there and sitting on the plane I was going to sit on in Italy.
Oh,
anyway.
perfect.
Yeah, but I met the guys who flew the plane. From Italy.
Yeah,
to-
but then you had a rapport once
Or
you got to
from
Italy. They're
California.
like, "How do you guys?" The cast is
Yeah,
like,
I
"How
know.
do you guys know each other?
I know,
This is
that
weird."
is what happened.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, that was a pretty surreal way to spend a summer last year, to be in Sardinia and
Was it
Rome.
fun?
So much fun.
Did you? How
my
long?
God.
Like, was your workday average?
It depended, you could have a 12-hour work day, but then you could have like a 3-hour work day or no work day.
And then did you get a long stretch
like a
of-
Tuesday and Thursday, and then I'm just
That's
in
what I was gonna say.
Sardinia on the beach, and
Yeah, your
know.
days off.
yeah, because I'm in 3 of the 6 episodes, and it's an ensemble of guys, and then there's one main lead, this guy Chris Abbott.
Wait, what about Clooney?
Clooney has a sizable role, but he's there every day because he's directing and producing more
Got
than
it.
anything.
And
And
was he a
then-
nice guy? I guess you have to say that no matter what.
No, I
Yeah,
would say
he's
I know I would say the truth, but he actually is a nice guy.
Yeah.
George Clooney is very aware that he is, George Clooney.
Yeah.
He's,
But if he wasn't a
he's
nice guy, you'd still say, yeah, he was a nice guy.
you probably just to save my career. Right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
you
Like,
know,
he
in the
was
event
actually
that
a nice
he's
guy.
watching this.
Is he still?
No, but he is. He is genuinely a great guy. He's a goddamn movie star. He comes up, he shakes your hand, looks you in the eye, tells you some story you can't believe he's telling you, and you're like, wow,
George Clooney.
we just shared a moment. And then he walks over to somebody else. He's like, "I ever tell you that time?" And I'm like, "That's the same story. I just heard you."
Did you actually hear him telling the same story twice?
He would tell a lot of he has a lot of the same
Hilarious.
stories, but they're all great stories and they're incredible. And you can also, you kind of just, it's George Clooney, so you just want to ask him questions. So you're like, "What was it like working with David O. Russell? Did you guys battle at all?" And then you just kind of
Wait, who's David O. Russell?
he's director. He did Three Kings with Clooney, and then he
I've heard of
went on
that.
to do American Hustle. And
Oh, you really know your
Joy
stuff.
and- yeah, sure.
You really know your acting stuff.
Well, I mean, yeah, I just know some David O. Russell
Oh,
movies.
wow. You really know your movies. Okay, not to
Hey,
make
why did I
this.
even put on pants for this? You're in a fucking bathing suit.
No, these are short. These are cargo shorts. Not
Either
cargo. They're shorts. Okay, not to make this about Clooney, but I have a couple other questions
Okay.
about him. Were there any Batman references during the shoot? Did anyone bring up Batman at all?
I think he might have brought up putting the nipple in the bath suit. He talks about making poor career choices and being able to come out of it. And
That didn't seem like a poor career choice. What do I know? But
yeah, I mean, I think probably at the time,
Popular
but it
movie,
ended up
yeah.
being like a bomb and not so good. And
oh, I didn't realize that was a bomb. I
I
would
think
thought
it was considered a bomb. I think,
I didn't even know that.
or maybe it did well, but it was like
Critically,
lambasted or whatnot.
Yeah.
But he's very honest about that sort of thing, and he talks about
listen, they can't all be
packing
hits.
up his car and driving out to L.A. when he was 21, and
They can't all be hits.
they can't all be hits. But
People-
I was talking about this yesterday. You have to be like Eddie Murphy's just got paid $75 million to do a Netflix
The Netflix
special.
special, yeah.
And he's doing Beverly Hills Cop, and you have to be so good to have had so many bombs in the last 15 years
It's still
that
good.
people are still like, we're ready. We know you got
Adam
it.
Sandler,
We know you
Will
got it.
Ferrell.
We know you got it in you because you're
Yeah.
the best. And you get to a certain point, it's like Robert De Niro did how many like movies of the last? You're like, what? He did that? I forgot. But you're like,
Doesn't matter.
he's doing The Irishman with Scorsese. You're like, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be amazing. And if I got to I pray that I could get to a point in my career where I do 10 bad movies in a row. And
I think
before
you're
sound
already. I
bored.
think you're halfway there.
Yeah, right. I'm not quite halfway. Not quite halfway.
I'd say halfway.
I don't know.
Halfway. Things are. It's 2019. It's not quite the same. So is it going to be exactly the same as George Clooney?
Right. They don't make.
No, it's
going to
be your own
Doesn't
version.
exist anymore.
Or at least it's harder to get.
Yeah, that's
than
why
it
this
was.
Tarantino movie coming out, I'm so excited because that's like movie stars and big director, and it feels like
What's that movie? I didn't
Once
even
Upon
know.
a Time in Hollywood.
And you're in that one?
No,
Oh.
I'm just excited to see it.
Okay, one more George Clooney
You don't know
question.
about this?
Yeah, the Leonardo.
Yeah.
They were on Kimmel last night.
They were.
Yeah. Do you know Stephen Randolph and Chelsea? You don't have to know. Anyway, they're comics. They work at the Comedy Store.
Okay.
And they went.
Yeah.
They're married. They went to Jimmy Kimmel yesterday because Don Barris, who's the warm-up guy there, told them, "Hey, today is going to be George Clooney or not
Brad
George Clooney,
Pitt
Brad
and
Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Pacino,
Margot Robbie,
who was the director of it,
Tarantino.
So all the big guns were going to be there. He said this would be a great show to go to. So they went to it, and Don Barris got them in, so they're backstage, they're everywhere, and they were going to try and go to the green room and just be with all those insane people.
Yeah, I would too.
And so they were walking around, but they don't know where the green room is. So then they asked somebody where the green room was, and that's when they got kicked out.
Gotcha.
But if they didn't ask, because they were back there, they had the clearance. If they just knew where it was, they would have made it. So they were this close. They felt it. It was exciting for them.
Foolish.
Yeah.
So they didn't. They just got to smell.
They got to smell. They got to do a walk by. They got to watch.
whiff of
They said they
Brad.
walked by. That Leonardo and his team walked by them,
Yeah.
and that the Leonardo's last assistant was holding a cup of cherries, and they weren't sure, and not like fresh cherries, but bar cherries. They weren't sure if that's what he likes to snack on or what the reason for the cup of cherries was.
That's.
Do you know anything about Leonardo and his cherries?
I know that he's probably popped a lot, but I can't imagine that. I'm not sure about the cherry thing. That's very curious.
Yeah, what's with
Very
the cherries?
curious. Probably for his girlfriend, who likes Shirley
Who
Temples.
likes Shirley Temples? Well, I don't think.
She
Isn't he
just
known for
graduated
like?
college.
I don't know him, but isn't he known for not having girlfriends and just living that single life?
Yeah, although I think he's dating like a 21-year-old. Wasn't he dating Pacino's daughter or something? Something crazy.
That's
That
was in the movie.
No, I think in
That little girl says, "You're the best actor I've ever seen."
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
just a
yeah,
fake.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fiction.
Oh, so you do know the movie?
I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to buy tickets for today. I just reminded. I want to make sure I see it day one.
Oh, today it's coming out today,
It's coming out on Friday, but there'll be some Thursday tickets. I'm
and
so
you're gonna
excited.
go see it. I heard it's really good.
Yeah. I gotta text people and
I was thinking about getting an illegal copy of it and then just screening it in my home theater system.
That checks out. That seems like something you would do.
Yeah. What if I started getting, because not to brag,
Yeah.
but I know a lot of SAG members that get those screeners and stuff. Not to brag,
Not to brag,
but I have a lot of friends
know
who
a
are
lot
in
of
SAG.
members.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends who are in SAG. I'm not going to call them out right here for the
but
podcast.
they're covered by health insurance.
Yeah, but they have SAG health insurance. They get SAG screeners.
Yeah.
I know a couple assistants at Netflix and some of the agencies. I could get some of these movies
Very
ahead of
cool.
time, then charge $20 a pop to watch the movie in my.
You think that
my apartment.
that these SAG members and Netflix executives are going to want to come over here watch? Or you're saying that's where
No, I'll get general people in there.
You'll get general folks, but you'll get the
I'll use my
content from
connections,
the-
yeah.
Yeah, you'll get the DVD screeners. Yeah, gotcha.
And by the way, they won't get if I were to get a movie ahead of time.
Yeah.
No one would. I'd keep this on the DL. I'd get trustworthy people in to watch the movie. No one would know.
Why do you keep winking and you're using the eye that's closest to the camera?
I don't know how to wink my left eye. I only know how to wink my right eye.
Well, your cover's blown.
No. That's just for me.
Yeah, this shouldn't make it because you'll get arrested. The FBI is going to show up.
The FBI.
Yeah, well, remember
They're the ones who regulate this
Yeah, do you
business?
remember the warning at the start of a VHS copy?
I do
of
remember that.
like the FBI.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it
warning.
did say FBI.
I always wanted to work for the department in the FBI that deals strictly with people copying VHS.
That was your main career
I'm
path.
still doing it. The guys who are still doing it.
Maybe that's what you are now. You're undercover.
Yeah.
You're an undercover FBI piracy. I wonder
That's a good idea for a movie, huh?
what the biggest piracy bust
That's the
for movies
attitude.
was. That's what they should make a movie about.
Yeah.
Movie piracy. Really
Yeah.
inside Hollywood
Yeah.
stuff, but it could be good. Make a
Tarantino's 10th film.
exciting pirate movie,
Yeah.
but like a real pirate. Pirates of the New Age.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah,
Internet pirates.
Oh, okay.
A real internet pirate
I
movie.
see. Yeah.
That could be good.
Yeah, it could be good.
All right,
That really could be good.
will you be the lead?
Wink.
Can I have your name attached on it as the lead?
Sure. I
Wow.
guess.
Okay. I have John Rudnitsky
I don't
attached.
know.
He's attached. You guys heard him
I
say
don't
he
know.
said sure.
I don't know. Actually,
You're
I'm
attached.
I don't know if I feel like I want to be attached yet. Why don't
Dude, you
send me
could
a
be
script?
the lead handsome pirate that in real life was an actual just nerd, probably Chinese guy, but in the movie is going to played by a handsome John Ruditsky.
Yeah, I don't think that would go over well. Me playing a Chinese guy?
No,
Probably not.
it's based on a Chinese guy, but it's
right.
fictionalized.
I still think that's probably.
Oh, right. In today's age, you're not even allowed to do that, huh? It's got to be a real Chinese guy.
You're saying it like you're angry about it, and I don't know that I can get on board with that. Oh,
You're not allowed to have a white guy play a Chinese guy anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't think you are. Yeah.
All the liberal fucking Hollywood people.
I didn't realize I was coming on to Alex Jones's fucking podcast here.
Oh, if all of a sudden I can't be Chinese anymore. Makes no sense. I've always been Chinese. Now I can't be.
No, I can't be. What's up with that?
So the premise of this podcast,
Yeah. Is there a premise?
yeah, there's a premise. We
Oh.
haven't gotten to it yet. But
Okay.
we haven't really connected in a couple years,
Yeah.
but I am an expert in everything.
Oh.
A lot of people won't say that about themselves, even though they know it to be the truth. I've accepted. I'm really good at everything.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
Sure.
The best.
Okay.
The best at everything.
I'm not disputing it.
Okay.
Okay.
If there's
Everything.
everything in the
Okay.
world
Yep.
except for soccer,
Okay.
you could beat me at soccer, but that's it.
All right. Well,
That's the only thing
I'm
you
not
could
very
beat me
good
at.
at soccer, so
You could
maybe
beat me
you
in
don't
it.
know.
That's it. That's
You
the
don't
only
know,
thing.
You don't know that I could even. You
You
might be able
could.
to
You
beat me to
have
that.
you have better calves.
Thank you.
Calves.
Calves.
Calves. I said calves,
I know.
which is
and I should have.
cow. Is that a type of cow?
It is, but
It's a baby
calves are
cow.
also
Calves.
multiple calves.
See, that's why it's not. I shouldn't be ashamed of being confused by that. If they're Okay.
I'm confused now. Is this part of your expertise to try and make me feel dumb?
no, I'm just saying I'm not perfect. I'm close to it, but not. So anyway, I'm an expert. I could help you if you have any issues in your life
Yeah.
that you want to talk about.
Okay.
I could fix them for you.
Any issues in my life? You know? I don't know. That's a
Listen, no one's life is perfect. Doesn't matter if you're George Clooney,
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio, or John Rudnitsky.
Yeah.
Everyone's got problems.
Sure. Well, I don't know. Can you lead me? Ask me. You gotta kind of ask me a question.
Oh, shit.
Lead me somewhere.
I don't fucking know. Well,
Why-
you said you're in between jobs, and you spent all your money. Is that true? Are you struggling financially? Do you need to borrow some money?
You got some money to lend me?
I have $10,000.
You do.
Yeah, I have $10K in my bank account.
That's good.
It's not bad. I have I'm debt free.
Debt free. That's good.
My car is paid for in cash. I have no car payments. The only
That's exciting. Is this new for you?
yeah, it's the most money I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's it feels good, you know. It feels good to know I got the next 2 months of bills paid if
That
I
is
needed
nice.
them to.
That's nice.
I could take a girl to Hawaii right now.
You could.
I could.
You couldn't get her back, but you could take her there.
No, I think I could plan a trip for under 10K.
You think?
Yeah, to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Flights, let's say $500 a person. That's $1,000 right there. Maybe
I don't
let's
know
say
if it's $500 a person. It might be more.
I think a round trip flight to Hawaii, if you get it in advance,
Yeah,
about $500. So that's $1,000. Then we got, let's say, $1,000 in hotel. Now we're at $2,000, and now let's say $1,000 in just regular food and expenses. You could plan a trip for two to Hawaii, $3,000.
Yeah. Yeah. I okay.
You want to go?
Do I want to go? Are you paying?
I'll pay. Well, I'll pay for me and my date, and then you pay for you and your girlfriend.
This
Double
doesn't
date
help
to
me
Hawaii.
with my financial issues.
Yeah, that
does
would
it?
hurt you, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it would give you time. You know, we get to Hawaii. That's where we clear our heads. We think on what your next move is to make money.
Yeah. All right. I'm down to do this. I'm down to put our heads together and figure this out. We'll figure it out in Hawaii.
What's
All right.
another way you can make money? Have you thought about teaching acting classes on the side? Are you ready? Are you ready to succumb to that, or not yet? You're gonna. How much money would you have to get to in your bank account? Like, okay, we don't have to talk about how much money you have, but I'm gonna assume around $1 or $2 million in your bank account. That's my assumption.
Oh my god.
I'm not saying you don't have to comment on it, but I'm saying that I think John has about $1 or $2 million in his bank account. How much money would you have to get to where someone would be like, "Hey, do you want to teach at Leslie Kahn this week?" And you go, "Yes, I would absolutely love to." Would you have to
how
like
much
if
are
you
they
had
paying me at Leslie Kahn?
let's say $200 a class?
That's it?
That's pretty good for like an hour class.
Is that
you
good?
get $200. I don't know how much they pay. But if you had, for example, $10,000 in your bank account, would you agree to teach a class? Like, what would you have to drop to?
I'd probably have to drop to like $1,000.
So if you had $1,000 in your checkings account, you would go teach a Leslie Kahn acting class.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you were above teaching and helping young actors.
I mean.
Oh,
200,
I always
feel
thought
like
you were a nice guy. Now
Leslie
you're
Kahn-
saying I won't help young actors.
Leslie Kahn notoriously charges like a shit ton of money for her classes. Why am I getting paid so little? If you told me I was getting paid $1,000 a class, I probably at $10,000.
$1,000 a class, you'd probably do that right now.
Of
hour
course, I
class?
would absolutely do that.
Yeah.
$500 a class. I would maybe do that. I could do that right now. And then once a week, yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
All right,
money.
well then we figured it out. So Leslie Kahn's not going to pay you $1,000 a class to teach,
$500 a class.
or $500 a class, but the school, the acting school of John, that the business that we're about to start,
Yeah,
you could pay yourself whatever you want.
that's true. That is a lot of money to ask of people. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but you have the resume to back it.
Yeah, but if I have a ton of people in the class and they're all paying
$500.
$20, a class. But to get enough people to do that, I could get $500 quite quickly.
No. This is a premium class.
It is.
Each actor pays $500
I can't
per
promise
class.
that you're going to get premium lessons out of me.
Absolutely, they would. You know the tricks and tips of the trade. Your mom was is an entertainer.
No.
She wasn't?
No. Well,
Thought
my
she
mom's
was.
a social worker, but she did start doing open mics.
See that?
Yeah.
This is a lineage that you're
I
pulling
mean, it really
from.
started after.
This you're pulling these skills.
I took acting classes for my whole life, but I don't feel equipped to teach an acting class necessarily.
Okay.
I mean, I guess
first
maybe-
class, because you're not equipped, you have to get a feel for it. Discounted, $250 a class.
Great, fine, okay, sure.
Work your way out.
Yeah, I'm in. $250, fine, whatever.
Okay.
Honestly, now I'm in. I'll pay you $250
That's
to teach the class.
Oh,
How did you do that?
I'll teach
Suddenly,
it.
I've been flipped.
I'll teach it.
Did you want to be an actor?
I always liked attention.
Sure.
Yeah, I've always made little skits. I don't know if I've ever said out loud I want to be an actor, but yeah, I like the idea of making people laugh on camera.
Yeah.
Comedian, actor,
Sure. Yeah.
you name it. Entertainer.
Yeah.
Lately,
Podcast host.
Lately, I've been
Expert on everything.
I've been toying with the idea of writing a really intense drama
Uh-huh.
and putting myself in that, because I've just never done it. I've never done that.
I would love to see you in an intense.
Yeah, I want to do something where there's no comedy whatsoever. 5 minutes. Try and get. You know what?
Dare you not to laugh.
My
I dare you not.
my
yeah.
goal of it will be for someone to watch it and tear up. Like I want to make something that makes people tear up
I believe you can do
with
that.
emotion.
I believe you can do that.
I think I can too.
There have been moments during this interview that I've been tearing up and feeling for you.
It might have been for different reasons.
Doesn't
but
matter.
The
You're
point is, I
capable-
cannot.
you're-
Yeah, I'm
you're
capable
of listening that
of
kind
accessing that
emotion.
emotion.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got no problems.
It's not that I have no problems by any means. I just couldn't think it's a hard thing off the top of the head.
Did Marco Polo not prepare you that you needed to have problems?
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe he said that, but I don't remember him saying that.
Marco Polo? You didn't?
He's not watching this, is he?
He's gonna watch it.
Oh, he's got a phone, right?
Yeah. He's got a phone. Okay, we talked about this. He's supposed to prepare the guests to know that they have to talk
How
about
did you
problems.
meet Marco Polo?
So I used to produce Barry Katz's podcast,
Sure. Is he still doing
Industry Standard. He does. I'm not involved with it anymore,
Right.
but I used to record it for him. And Marco Polo was an intern for Barry Katz after I was done with it, but he just saw my name like pop around on papers in his office
Yeah.
and searched me up, liked the stuff I was doing, and offered to help in any way.
Amazing. Now, does Barry Katz know that his intern is living out of his car?
Well, he no longer is Barry Katz's intern.
Gotcha.
This was a phase, internship
I wonder
period.
if Barry knew that.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's very impressive that he's living out of his car.
And I've hung out with him for hours. He doesn't smell bad. He
Where
looks
does
like
he
a normal
shower?
guy at the gym.
Oh, she's a member of a gym.
Yeah, I think 24-hour fitness.
Amazing. He's the only guy who's in like good shape and living in his car.
He's
Is
in better
he working
shape.
out or just using the shower?
I think he mainly just uses a shower. He's not in bad. He's not fat.
Sure.
Yeah, he's like,
What's he eat typically?
He eats out. He doesn't cook for himself because he has no place to cook. So I don't know his go-to restaurant, but he goes out to eat.
He should get a little
Hot pot
hot
in
pot.
the cigarette lighter.
Yeah, I think, if you're going to do this thing, do it. I mean, I'm kind of feel slighted by the fact that he's going
Do you want to know this?
Qdoba or whatever,
What's Qdoba?
or Chipotle.
Oh,
Just-
Chipotle. Yeah. Oh, it's a restaurant. That's some
It's just
Hollywood restaurant.
It's not Hollywood
Very
at
Hollywood.
all.
Qdoba?
Qdoba is not.
Qdoba? That sounds pretty Hollywood.
It couldn't be less Hollywood. It's a big chain.
Yeah, I bet you ate there with George.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
This is real. I'm being 100% real right now. My ultimate fantasy.
There was George.
My ultimate fantasy is to get a Sprinter van and live in the Sprinter van.
That seems.
Make it nice, like basically an RV.
It feels very doable. Why not just get an RV?
RV. So the Sprinter van, you could park it in a normal parking spot on the street at a Walmart. An RV stands out a lot more. I want to be incognito.
Right. Okay. And just convert it. Take it to Exhibit, the rapper, and see if he can put a fish tank in it.
Yeah, or try to be Exhibit myself and try and do it.
I think you
Work
could
on
bring
it.
Pimp My Ride back and achieve all your dreams.
I
They
think I
should
could
bring
try.
Pimp My Ride back. They're bringing everything else back. Why wouldn't they?
I guarantee you someone's pitched that. Pimp My Ride.
Exhibit. He's like, please, man.
Is Exhibit still alive?
I'm living with Marco Polo. I need this money.
Exhibit. Yeah, what's he up to these days?
That's my guess.
If you
Chilling
got
at a Qdoba.
offered to host the new Pimp My Ride reboot, would you do it?
It depends how much they're offering, but I would
it'd
definitely be
be-
open to it. Yeah.
It would
actually,
be
yes. Just yes. Just yes.
Okay. But it's going to be on the E channel.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, sure. E?
E.
Yeah. I mean, well, because the worst case, best case, no one sees it, right?
Most realistic case, no one
Yeah.
sees it.
Yeah.
Are those pants Lululemon?
Because they're tight. Is Is that what you're asking?
No, I've been into Lululemon pants.
These are khaki pants.
Oh, okay.
Khaki jeans, I
my
guess,
brother
khaki jeans.
my brother just bought Lululemon pants. I tried them on.
Yeah.
They're so comfortable.
Are they?
They're really comfortable.
Are they like yoga pants?
Yeah, but they look like they sell men's pants at Lululemon, and
Are you gonna get some?
yeah, they're $120 a pair though. But I could, I have $10,000. But
You could do it.
yeah, they look like those pants, but they're Lululemon. So it's like walking around in pajamas, but looking like a normal adult.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's pretty cool.
Are you gonna show me a photo of this right now?
No, we're gonna play a couple calls here from just people who
They're calling in.
they're calling in and they want our help. Is basically what this is. They're calling into the show.
But you're calling them.
Oh no, it's a voicemail. They leave a voice. Sorry, I explained that wrong.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
They're leaving voicemails. We're gonna listen to the voicemail, and we're gonna give them.
These are real people.
These are real people.
You didn't ask them to do this.
I don't know them.
You don't know these people.
I don't know them.
They're fans, and
They heard about the show. They listen to the show.
great.
I don't know.
That's awesome.
I don't know if I want to call them fans or not.
They're fans.
They're fans. This is from Troy
People in
Barboza.
need. People in need. I already feel badly for them that they're coming to you.
Well, you didn't have any problems today for me, but I could have fixed any problem.
You could have fixed a
in
problem
the world.
You
if
did.
you think of one, let me know.
You did. I'm going to teach Leslie Kahn's class.
Well, I don't know that she would hire you or not.
Yeah, she definitely wouldn't. But go ahead.
Today, I wanted to welcome our newest sponsor. That is Lynx Vapor. They sent me this Eden vaporizer, and I really enjoy it. I enjoy smoking it more than I would a traditional bong or pipe. It just feels cleaner and healthier for my lungs, which is my biggest concern with smoking. This thing feels solid. I couldn't break this if I tried. This is solid metal stainless steel, which means pure vapor with minimal reclaim each and every use. It's sleek and simple, and it has a powerful convection vaporizer for the health conscious. I mean, this thing uses USB-C on the bottom. It even has the latest technology on it. USB-C as opposed to micro USB, which I really like as a tech nerd. It has an all-quartz chamber, has a large quartz atomizer boasting a vapor path free from harmful toxins or plastics, providing the highest quality vapor. It comes in this really nice box that I like. It has 4 different temperature modes to reach your ideal temperature setting. In about 30 seconds, it heats up. And this model smokes flower, but they sell other models that you could smoke, the concentrates or oils, whatever you like. I really like it. You could get one for under $100 at lynxvapor.com. Use promo code RE10 to receive 10% off your order. That's ARI number 10. Check it out. Do them a favor. Do me a favor. Do yourself a favor by getting the Lynx vaporizer to take your smoking to that next level. Let's get back to the show. Thank you. Troy Barboza.
Yeah.
A few years ago, my mother passed away. Shortly after, my younger brother moved to be closer to me. And I didn't necessarily want that. I moved for work, and he moved because he didn't know where else to go. He's having trouble finding work and friends, and he's stubborn and entitled, and it's very frustrating to have him so recurrent in my life. And I don't know how to communicate that to him because I'm all he has left.
Whoa. Do you feel irresponsible even addressing the issues of this importance? I mean,
I'm responsible?
he's coming to you for advice. Whatever you tell him, he's going to do. He's obviously
as he should.
He's in such a desperate place that he's coming to you.
Yeah, I mean, I think, people
no offense,
know.
but you're
Well, I'm an unlicensed therapist, and it's my job to help him.
Right, I see. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, my first time noticing the premise and the name of the podcast that I'm on.
To be honest, after listening to that call, and I've listened to it once before you got here, I still don't really know what he's asking. So his
he
mom
wants
died.
to know how to tell his brother that he's
Annoying.
but a difficult person.
I mean, it's your younger brother. Since when is someone scared to yell at their younger brother? I used to beat the shit out of my younger brother when he was annoying.
I used to get the shit kicked out of me by my older brother
Yeah.
quite a bit.
And you probably, you tell me, did you deserve it?
Not always,
But some of the time.
for sure some of the time.
So there you
my
go.
brother would just come into my room and slap me for no reason.
So you probably, that sounds like, you didn't deserve
But I think that
it.
came from a place of, I was the baby. I got away with everything. He got the brunt of everything.
Yeah.
My parents got divorced, and he was, he.
How old are you when your parents got
I
divorced?
was like 6. My mom was like dating guys, and guys would come to pick her up at the house, and I'd be like, let me put on a show for you. It'd be like
this
a
is
different
perfect therapy thing
Yeah,
to talk about right here.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's not when you say that. You know that? When you say that's how you kind of ruin the momentum of the therapy.
Damn it.
This is great therapy we're doing. How many therapists you know?
I've never been to therapy.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're unlicensed. You don't need to.
I don't need to.
You
Is your mom
you're the
with
Leslie
someone
Kahn
right
of
now?
Therapy. Was my mom what?
With someone right now? Has
Yeah,
she
she
remarried?
got remarried.
And do you like your
Quite
new
quickly.
daddy?
Love. Not new, over 20 years now. Arnie is my stepdad.
Your new old daddy?
And his kids are siblings to me.
And you like them too?
Love.
No problems with any of them?
No, I mean when they first moved in, we battled.
Yeah.
4 boys in one house. Where there was a lot of fighting, but I was the youngest, and anyway, so I think my brother's animosity toward me.
And
when
it
I
was your
younger.
stepbrother.
No, I have an older brother.
Oh, you have an older,
and
real
then
full
my
brother.
stepdad came into the picture with 2 sons of his
Got
own.
it.
All one is close to my brother's age, one's closer to my age.
And which stepbrother do you love the most?
I can't pick. I love them both. I love them
Smart.
both.
Smart. You really slid
Yeah.
past that one.
Yeah, well, I mean it. So what are we gonna do? How are we gonna help this guy?
I think he's just got to man up and talk to his brother. Say,
Yeah.
listen, dude, things are tough right now. We're both going through the loss of our mom,
Yep.
and
Yep.
I want to help you, but I can't deal with this kind of behavior. Man up.
I think you're dealing with a stubborn person. You're dealing with a guy who doesn't quite get it, and he's obviously somebody that you have to tiptoe around and say it to a certain way. So I think what this guy needs to do is he needs to write down what he wants to say, all the things he'd want to say to him if he could, and then
Email it to him?
and bullet point it and make sure you hit all those notes, because when you
Oh,
sit
right.
down, you get emotional with somebody, you forget.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, you could have a little list. Maybe write on your hand so you don't look so lame with a notepad.
Yeah, say listen, this is where you're at. You don't have a lot of support right now. I want you to hear where I'm coming from. I love you. You're my brother, but these are things you have to work on, and this is what I need in order for
Us
this
to mesh well.
for this relationship to
To work,
sustain. And by the way, I couldn't feel less equipped to dole out such advice.
No, I thought that was really good advice.
Yeah.
I think that was as good advice as any professional trained therapist could have given.
Sure.
Personally, that's what I
Yeah,
think.
Yeah, but then again, you wouldn't know that because you don't.
No, but I could make a good assumption.
I trust you. You have the
Yeah.
confidence, and
Here's another thing you can do. If
Okay.
you don't feel like you could handle that kind of talk with your brother,
yeah,
if you don't have the balls to do that talk, you could kind of find a replacement for yourself to be in your brother's life instead of you. So maybe find him a girlfriend, or if you have enough money, an escort. If you can't get him a girlfriend, get him someone to
the
kind of.
escort. How long are you gonna have him with an escort? Does he know she's
long
an
as-
escort?
No, you'd probably want it to be a secret. Someone to replace
So
you, someone for him
that's
to
an
love.
expensive line.
Yeah, I don't know how rich this guy is.
I'm guessing he's got Marco Polo money if he's calling you for the advice. But
I don't want to
maybe-
make that kind of assumption.
Yeah.
So yeah, you might be right.
Marco
You
Polo
might-
might be rolling in the dough, by the way.
Yeah, he has no expenses.
He's saving.
Yeah, he's constantly saving.
Are you his only source of income?
No, he's a Lyft driver.
Right. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Me and Lyft, I think, are his only
He's
sources.
a bank. I'm surprised he's not like a crypto guy. He's just not off
He could
the
be.
grid.
He
Yeah.
probably doesn't talk about it. That'll be in all the pirate movie that you're starring in.
Yeah, sure.
That'll be.
Yeah.
We'll incorporate that
Can't
in.
wait for that movie.
Yeah,
Any
it's
day
gonna be
now.
good.
Um,
But yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would say either take John's advice or replace yourself with someone else. So get him a new friend, get him a new lover, get him a new girlfriend, an escort, whatever you got to do. Get him a new mom. Maybe that's what you need to do.
yeah.
Maybe
Maybe
get
hire an
adopted.
escort to pretend to be your new mom.
Yeah, get him adopted. I don't know. So yeah, you have a lot of options. We're gonna take another call. I think we handled that perfectly.
Well, I thought we did well with that,
Yeah.
and I hope it gets better, man. I'm sorry that you're having such trouble with your brother, and I'm sorry to hear about your mom.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice of you to say.
Fuck you. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that.
It's nice of you to say.
I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. Can I end this interview by getting upset and taking off my microphone and walking out just because I've never done that before?
As long as it's not real.
Yeah, no. I just want to. No, it won't be real, but it'll feel real. And
All right, I'm excited to see it. So you're, so you can do
I'll
a little
take
scene.
this off and
You're gonna do a little
I'll go-
impromptu.
I'll go this, it'll be like, this interview's over.
It'll be like a movie.
It'll just be like one of those interviews where somebody gets pissed off.
I like it. Yeah. Okay.
and that's how it ends.
We're gonna take one more call. You could do this whenever you want. But
Okay, that's how I'm gonna end the interview, and
okay.
it'll be great.
I'm gonna edit this part out.
Just so you know,
So that
don't
people-
edit this part out. I want people to know that
want
it
people to know-
is fake.
Okay.
But if they fast forward to the end, they won't know. They won't know. They'll just think it was.
I
real.
mean, who's fast forwarding to the end of?
yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Who skips to the end of the interview?
Me when you send me the link.
I didn't talk to you. Marco Polo did.
When I get sent this link,
You just watched the end?
when I get sent this link, I will skip to the end. Now knowing what the
this
trick I'm
this-
gonna pull.
Okay, got it. Okay, this is a call from Stephen Knight.
Okay.
I know
And
I should.
it says Dodgers next to his name. I don't know why I wrote that.
Yeah.
Stephen Knight Dodgers.
But I keep getting bothered by the Dodgers losing the World
Oh,
Series
that's why.
again. The manager made all those stupid changes, pitchers. But he did it again. The Dodgers were ahead
It's an
by
older
4
call, I
runs in
think.
the fourth
Pause
game
this for a
after
second.
winning
Pause
big.
this. These are not real, are they?
What do you mean they're not real?
You are hiring fucking people to do this.
You think I hired Stephen Knight?
Who called?
Stephen Knight.
What number did he call?
Oh, he emailed it in.
He did?
Yeah. By the way, if you're listening to this and you want a call played on the next episode or a future episode of Unlicensed Therapy, email me your voicemails, ari@arimanis.com. This is Stephen
I know I
Knight.
shouldn't, but I keep getting bothered by the Dodgers losing the World Series again. The manager made all those stupid changes, pitchers. But he did it again. The Dodgers were ahead by 4 runs in the fourth game after winning big the day before, the night before. It was such a long game. And then he took out the pitcher who basically was pitching a one-hit shutout
I think this
game.
call's dated.
What's the matter with the guy? What's the matter with me? Why does it keep bothering me? I got to get on with life. I need some help. Or maybe some other team to root for.
I don't believe that was a real call. It sounded like it was spliced together. I'm so puzzled.
It's a puzzling call. And dated. Really, I don't know why I chose to play that. Because I didn't pre-screen it.
can't decide whether I'm angry about the Dodgers or my life. I gotta get it together.
I don't have any advice for him. I'm going to play another one.
Not to mention, the war is over.
This might be the same guy. Do you remember the last guy's name? Let's play it.
I got this boss. He just keeps
Oh, yeah, it's the same
pressuring
guy.
me. I do good work, but it really doesn't seem to matter to him. He just
This is
keeps
edited
pushing,
together.
pushing.
Tell me the truth.
I really
you know this
need
guy.
this job.
Do you know this guy?
I
Is
don't
there
know,
anything you
but
can
it
do to
is-
help me?
It sounds very fake.
Let me hear it again.
I got this boss. He just keeps pressuring me. I do good work, but it really doesn't seem to matter to him. He just keeps pushing and pushing. I really need this job. Is there anything you can do to help me?
What would you do to help him, Sean?
First of all, he's a robot, so there's nothing I can do to help him. This is completely
Let's
fabricated.
do it one more
I
time.
got this boss. He just keeps pressuring me. I do good work, But it really doesn't seem to matter to him. He just keeps pushing and pushing. I really need this job. Is there anything you can do to help me?
I'd say either quit or murder him.
It sounds like somebody who maybe already has. If you are real, Steven, I think you need to get into doing audiobooks. You've got a great voice, and I think you've got a real future there.
Yeah, there you go. So quit your job, quit your shitty boss, and just call up Amazon, Audible. Call up Audible.
You should work for Audible. You should do all the books.
And
she walked down the beach excitedly.
Do you know anyone at Audible you could refer him to?
I don't, but you could take my class at Leslie Kahn if you want to work.
Yeah, he does voiceover as well.
Yeah. Wow, this guy keeps calling in?
That was the only two. The Dodgers one and the Boss one.
What is going on with me?
Would you be willing to call in for a future episode with a problem?
Yeah,
you could just leave me a voice.
I could do that.
That'd be awesome.
I would do that for you.
Okay. One final question
Yeah.
before we get out of here
Yeah.
is I want to hear about. You've done a lot of things since I've known you, and before I've known you. You know, you've accomplished a lot. You're one of my most successful people that I know in comedy, and you're a real role model. But what I want to
didn't feel genuine.
It was genuine. So you've accomplished a lot of things.
Sure.
What of all these things that you've done over the years has been your biggest regret or disappointment, or that could be an audition you didn't get? Like, what's something that you think about and you go, man, I shouldn't have done that, or I fucked that up, I could have gotten that, something like that. Do you have any stories like that?
Yeah, of course. Think about it all the time. I mean, I'm constantly thinking about what I could have done differently. SNL, I would have my friends come to a lot of the after parties, and I think I did.
Aren't they open to the public?
Well, not open to the public. You can get people in. But
Yeah.
I think I got a little overexcited when I first started that job. That I was like, my whole posse's got to come.
To the party, like after the episode at the bar or whatever.
Yeah. Although, I mean, it was really fun, and I don't think that that's what ultimately was the reason that I didn't get hired back. But I think there's definitely like.
Wait, let me just be clear. You're saying you, looking back, regret how many friends you invited to the after party?
No, well, actually, I guess I would say I'm happy I got to do that, but I probably could have invited them to like a couple less, because I think it probably looked like.
How many people did you invite to the after party?
I don't know.
You never invited me.
I invited a handful of people.
Uh,
that was just like a thought of like, learning how to behave.
Did they make
I
a
guess,
scene or something?
No, not
Like
necessarily.
what made you even come to this realization that you think you invited
it was
too many
brought
people?
up to it was brought up to me by people that work, but people that work there also definitely find things, when they find things to be bothered by, if they decide that they're.
It was brought.
It's a very strict environment, a passive environment in a way too.
This is the way things are done.
It wasn't told directly to me. It was told to my agent, who told me, I'm like, by that person I see every day. They couldn't have just come up and said that to me. It's a
So
very strange
this
place
was told
work
to you
in.
during the show.
Yeah, that's not like that. My family. I'd
it's
I'd
interesting.
want my family there. I'm like, oh, they should. But I'm like, they didn't need to be at every show. But I was excited about the job, and I also but I didn't know how to set boundaries. And it was my first bit of success and my first gig, and I love my family and friends and want to share it with them. But I think it's.
But you're saying some people didn't like that you did that.
Yeah, and you also have to learn for yourself, I think, because it was a lot of pressure for me to have my family. I moved back to New York. My whole family, my friends are there, and so with that came a lot of excitement, but also a lot of pressure.
It's so weird because
I'm getting texts from all my friends and family every week. Did you in the sketch this week? It's like, no, I'm not, and I don't want to have to tell 25 different people that my
Right.
sketch got cut. And
Well, for me,
Setting
it's the
boundaries.
opposite. For example, my stand-up, I hate it when friends and family are there. I don't invite them. I
Yeah.
don't want them to go.
That I don't mind as much. Come to
Yeah.
a stand-up show, that's fine. But I also don't need people to. I'm so happy to go and do my set and leave. You know,
That's- yeah, I
people
prefer
come-
that.
People come, then I feel like I gotta hang or
Yeah.
something. But it's nice when people come. You know, sure.
So of all the Hollywood things, if you could change
Of
one
all
thing,
the Hollywood things.
Ew.
Oh, and you know, I would like to be less nervous around people I admire. I don't know if you can help that. Of course, you tell
I
yourself.
think it probably just happens from doing it, being around them more and more. Who's someone you're nervous
but like
about?
but I've been around. I think I've met almost everybody I'd want to meet,
Yeah.
and I'm still like, oh fuck, I could have.
Who's
I was
someone
so,
that you got really nervous around, where you're like, man, I wish I was just chill.
Clooney,
around
man. Like Clooney, I was like always nervous around George, and I wish I could.
Do you think he knows? He knows though that people get nervous around him.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But he just like is so about making you feel comfortable and wanting you to know that like it's cool. You know,
Dude,
know. I'm
I still
George
get
Clooney,
nervous
it's
around
alright.
people that I've known for years.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
certain people
It's
make me
just so
nervous.
you're like, oh my god, and I've had friendships with people who are really famous, and
Yeah.
it's like it's cool, and then there'll be these moments where I'm like, oh my god, you're you, and then I forget what I'm saying or whatever, and you're like outside yourself, but you have
Yeah.
to remind yourself that they're just people. But it's
Yeah,
hard
there's-
for me. I think that's a big thing that I'd like to work on because it's just the industry. You work with people,
Yeah.
that and I've been fortunate enough where at SNL it was a different person every week. That's a different beast in itself though,
Right.
because I'm creating stuff, writing sketches that I'm then presenting to my heroes, and it has the potential to bomb, and it often did.
Did you
I often
ever?
ate shit at the highest levels.
Oh, I think everyone did. Everyone does.
yeah.
Did you ever have a scene with George where you guys had to kiss? On
No,
the
but
mouth?
we got close enough that I could have.
Did you ever like just maybe had a scene that didn't make it to air that you were kissed on the mouth?
This interview's over now. I refuse to answer that question.
I'm just wondering if you did you ever think about?
and how inappropriate of you? How inappropriate of you?
I'm just wondering if no
How dare
sexual implications.
I did
attached
not
to this.
have a sexual relationship.
No,
with
just a
George
kiss on
Clooney.
the mouth.
This interview's over.
I was expecting a more extreme walkout.
I'm taking off my gloves here. This interview's over.
Let's
Taking
redo
off-
the walkout.
Let's
I think.
redo the walkout. Okay, let's do it again.
Let's.
I was taking off an imaginary microphone and then gloves.
I didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just do
That
it.
was
again.
maybe that's my
Yeah, I'll
fault.
do
I'm
it
not
again.
good
I'll
at
do it again.
pantomiming.
Okay, try it again.
So I was wondering, you and George spent a lot of time together. Did you ever like touch each other passionately for maybe a little bit too extended of a time?
You're seriously gonna ask that question to me?
I'm just wondering if you guys ever embraced one another
This
as
is
two
supposed to
men.
be some sort of respectable show.
Yeah, it's a normal thing to ask. Like, did you ever just embrace each other and hold them a little bit longer than maybe you should have?
This interview's over, and you ought to have some fucking respect. for
You're
yourself.
leaving? You're not gonna finish the interview?
Fuck you. I'm not gonna finish the interview. Am I gonna finish the interview?
I've never had anyone walk out before. You're not finishing. You're not finishing the interview?
The most unprofessional. One of your fucking.
It's a question. It's a normal question.
Bullshit.
It's rude.
You're rude. No, I never hooked up with George Clooney.
I didn't ask that.
I need a. You validate.
You're listening to
Unlicensed therapy with Ari Manis.
Unlicensed Therapy with Ari Manis.